So buy now, pay later loans, a generation is turning to buy now, pay later for Botox and concert tickets. This is a Wall Street Journal. So can you imagine people are using buy now, pay later for Botox and concert tickets? Page 16. So buy now, payday loans is the worst thing for consumers since payday loans, the BNPL. Stats are finally coming out that has become financially destructive force with a 2023 TransUnion report showing BNPL usage soared 43% in a year, 40% of users missing at least one payment, often facing hefty late fees and aggressive collections. And a report came up indicating that in households charging insufficient funds fee, 85% would also charge an overdraft fund. BNPL is dangerous because it doesn't feel like debt, masking the risk by presenting payments as a $25 a week is an illusion, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Ashland Dagger, 22 years old, used BNPL loans from a firm, a financial technology company, starting at 18 years old with a 30% interest rate loan for $1,100 mattress, later financing groceries, haircuts, eyelash extensions, leading to nearly $4,600 in debt with $771 a monthly payment. She said initially it starts off with necessities, and to me, it was just $20 a month. Here, $20 a month. They're not $1,000 debt. A June report that Bank of America Institute noted a surge in such loans amongst young Americans who face a tougher employment picture and higher prices using them for necessities. Yadira Lara, 28, financed a $900 Botox and filler injections with Klarna. Think about that, okay? And a Swedish TikTok video. Before you come at me with who has that kind of money, Klarna does, and you can use Shine, Amazon, Temu, use it for your face, okay? Just make payments on it. That's what she's saying. Jeez. And now you're seeing data from National Bureau of Economic Research. Klarna reported 17% year-over-year increase in consumer credit losses, hitting $136 million in the first quarter. Tom, we've talked about BNPL before. By the way, is this the lady that's talking about she used the that's her right there.
Yes.
Tom, your thoughts on the story?
So we've been talking about this for a while. And if you go back in history, and you can go back about 15 years, the auto industry wanted to sell more cars. So they started doing what's called subprime auto loans. Subprime was their term for the lower half of the middle class subprime borrowers. So there was higher risk, but higher interest rates. And the auto industry loved it because they were able to sell more cars to say, you can get in the car with a payment, not telling them that $15,000 Toyota Corolla was going to cost you almost $20,000 by the time you're done with that 14% loan. So that's typically how sectors of the economy have used alternative financing to get to next levels of consumers. And unfortunately, those levels of consumers are thinking payment. They're not thinking about ultimate cost. Guess what? BNPL originally was not on credit reports. And on this podcast, we were screaming about it, saying people don't necessarily understand what they're doing. And we saw what happened on Black Friday. Remember that, Vinny? We were looking at those Black Friday stats. And then what happened on Valentine's Day? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm missing a payment. Missing a payment on the TV that I bought at 18% or more interest rate. Now, within the last 12 months, we on this podcast, we cheered when BNPL had to be on your credit report. Why is that important? The credit report is an important mechanism so that consumers know what they can afford, but they're also rated appropriately, and consumers with less education about how these mechanisms work could be controlled on who can say, hey, you don't qualify. Why don't I qualify? You have too much debt. What do I have too much debt on? And there could be some sort of a counseling or a discussion or a triggering mechanism to get them to do it. And then credit card companies start giving you free access to your credit report. That's a good thing. Now we're seeing here BNPL is being used for things like Botox. BNPL average is almost 6 months. I looked up this morning and they said Botox in your forehead or for wrinkles, in your face is about a 3.5 month. Then the Botox wears off. And by the time you get to 4 and 5 months, the wrinkles and things are coming back. So that means that if you keep BNPL for an average of 5.5, 6 months, it's a month and a half after the Botox is worn off. And you're
Tom,
paying.
that's been your you're saying that's been your
Yeah,
experience.
because I know
Let me
you're
take a
both
look.
It's horrible.
Let me take a look, Tom.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I gave up on it.
Tom, you don't look a day over
I stopped
60.
the Botox for this reason. And they put the BNPL on my credit report. I was all pissed off.
Yeah, it's all good.
But the point here is now we are getting into teenagers and young people in their 20s, young adults who are using BNPL because to sell you the Botox, guess what they're doing? If your credit card doesn't have enough limit, and say, oh, PayPal. Well, PayPal's connected to my checking account, my credit cards. I can go to Klarna and Affirm. And then Klarna and Affirm talk about, Klarna says 136 million in your consumer credit losses. BNPL is turning out to be not a convenience to turn purchasing a TV.
Tom, the reality of it
payments.
is the following. Here's the reality of it. You know, the other day, I'm driving in my car with Brooklyn and Senna and Dylan. And Dylan says, I think they should make cigarettes illegal if it kills people. Really? Yeah. Okay. How many people you think die from cigarettes versus car accidents? I don't know. I said, so we looked at the numbers, whatever the number was, 35,000 people die every year from car accidents, and then number of people that die from cigarettes, it was astronomical, like 10 times more, like give or take. I think if the number shows up, cigarettes 480, car accidents 40,000. I said 40,000 people die from car accidents every year. Should we make cars illegal? No. Should we make cigarettes illegal? Yes. Why? Well, because I think we should make it illegal. Should we make alcohol illegal? I don't think so. Why not? Alcohol also kills a lot of people. So the reality of it is the following. You go to the store, you have to control yourself from not using it.
Yep.
We can put the onus on the companies, but if you can't afford to buy something, don't buy it. If you can't afford to go buy something that's out of your league and you're trying to impress somebody, don't do it. First time I bought a Rolex, I was 35 years old. I could afford a Rolex at 26 years old. I didn't buy a Rolex till I was 35 years old. I didn't have a need to. I waited. I put the cash aside to kind of – so I do understand – when we make these videos and the stuff that we say about BNPL and what they're doing in credit card companies, all this other stuff, you know what I found? I wish I would have brought my backpack. I brought a bunch of props to show. I found a financing company in Clarksville, Kentucky called FMAC. FMAC, if you're still around, you guys got me good at 18 years old.
What does that F stand for?
Financial. Type in FMAC. What is it?
Because if it's the word I'm thinking of, I'm just going to apologize
type
in
in
advance.
FMAC Clarksville. Can you type in FMAC? They're probably out of business. They're probably not even around. Type in FMAC Clarksville, just in one word drop. FMAC Clarksville. And if you just put it in Google, it should come up. Just put it in Google. Let's see what comes up. FMAC Clarksville. I remember these guys. No, it's FMAC Clarksville. So I'll find what the name of it is. I have the whole contract. I bought a Mitsubishi Eclipse in 1997.
It's a great car, actually.
Do you know what my interest rate was on the car, Tom?
At least 20%.
What year?
1997.
Double
97?
digits. Double digits.
I will say 14 to 16.
31%.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I'm going to show it
Unbelievable.
tomorrow night.
That-
31%
That's
for
crazy.
Mitsubishi
It's a credit
Eclipse.
card.
Credit
You're putting
cards
it on a
were
credit
capping
card.
at 28.75.
Tom, when I show it to
Wow.
you today, if I have the backpack. Mateo, do we have my? No, did I bring my backpack with us here? Did you see me carrying a backpack?
I don't know.
I think I just brought my iPad. If I had it, it was a red Mitsubishi Eclipse. It was a 1990 Mitsubishi Eclipse. It was a used one. I couldn't afford a brand new one. That's the one right there. Look at that. Sick.
A great car.
Turbo.
That's you. Wow.
Man, it's got so many stories in it. It's not even funny. Look how beautiful that car is.
Where's
Red
the guy
Mitsubishi
parked?
Eclipse.
The guy
31%. So let me ask you, is it FMAC's fault
No.
or is it PBD's fault?
It's PBD's fault.
A part of it you're going to go to.
I just want PBD to be given all the information when he
I'm
purchases it.
fully with you. I am fully with you.
But then you know what? Be smart, be dumb, read it, don't read it. It's on the consumer.
it's on you. So what I'm trying to say is the word that you talk about with the kids is what? Restrain. 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 Adam, thoughts on this before we move on to the next one?
Most people are sleepwalking with their finances while daydreaming of their dream life. I see it all the time. Buy now, pay later is just a symptom of a larger problem, which is that people are just obsessed with stuff. People are obsessed with things. And then people end up becoming obsessed with debt. It starts with student loans, 6%. All right, that's 50 grand. Okay, boom. Then you get credit cards. That's 25%. You want to go get a nice Mitsubishi Eclipse. You're paying 31% before you know it. Then you get buy now, pay later. That's another 30%. Then you end up doing payday loans, 300%. Cash advances, 300%. Do you ever wonder why the average household in America, do you know what the average household debt in America is? 100 grand. Every single person in America is minus $100,000 if you do the math. Why is this? Because we all go to school, we take the same useless classes, algebra, biology, chemistry.
Gender studies.
No money classes. Vinny did his gender studies, he's looking great. No money classes. So we sleepwalk throughout life and we wonder, why am I not rich? Everyone's rich out there, why am I not rich? The average person, this is what my whole thing is, the average person will be broke. The broke person will stay poor. Rich people will continue to get rich. Why? It's not because they try harder. It's because they're better. That's an element. It's because they just understand money better. So, Pat, you asked, is it on the bank, the car? Is it on you? It's on you. It's why it's called personal finance. Okay? Why are some kids raised better than others? Because it's on the parent to teach the kids. It's on you to get better with your money. Save that money.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I think no matter who you are, whatever you're doing, use that money for books, conferences, events, ways to online courses that's going to teach you how to code. And by the way, whether it's you, there's plenty of places to go to learn how to code. My son is taking an online course right now on coding. Summer is here. Future looks bright gear. We have the matching shirts with the hats, gang. So, Rob, if you can go to it where people can see it. No, you just had it go. If you go back one where it shows the homepage right there. So to match in, if you can shop the collection, the hats, the shirts, the colors matching with each other. This is the shirt that Vinny wears, the black Future Looks Bright shirt right there with the silver one.
I love that.
Every time I see it, because that's elevated, right, off the shirt.
It's raised up the shirt.
It's sick. So if you go up a little bit, I don't know if that one's an elevated or not. Go a little bit higher, Rob, with the hats. The other way, Rob, if you go, those are the ones that are elevated. These are so sick. Look at that. Matching. So summertime, go sport your future. Yesterday, we're walking on Vegas. Guys got Valuetainment shirt on, Valuetainment hats on. It's awesome. Now we're seeing it all over the place. And I'm getting a bunch of pictures being sent my way. So go to vtmerch.com, place your order. And number two, we were at Gaylord last week, Orlando, at the conference where the Vault Conference will be held. And at the hotel where the Vault Conference will be held. We are officially 35 days away from nearly 12,000 people coming together at the Vault Conference at the Gaylord. The hotel looks amazing. The number of networking opportunities, absolutely insane. Whether you're in AI, real estate, private equity, you're trying to raise money, you're trying to deploy money to some people, great place to come. If you haven't yet bought your tickets, the top 2-tier tickets are about to sell out. Of course, you can get your general tickets, but the best tickets are typically the executive and the CEO and founder for you to sit closely and network with others. There's going to be a lot of big announcements that we'll be making. Tony Robbins will be there. Martha Stewart will be there. David Falk will be there. And a couple other surprises that will only be revealing while you're there. If you haven't yet registered, go to thevaultconference.com. Once again, to thevaultconference.com. I believe the prices are increasing this Friday. So get your tickets before the prices increase by the end of this week and get your hotels as well at the Gaylord because everybody will be there. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.